Okay.
You lost. No. You good.
There's one there.
You good. I'm good. I'm good in the back of the truck. There's one person on.
Who is it?
I don't know.
It's not Buff Del Campo. I'm here.
I can't get both of you in the same shot.
Hold this in this shot.
Yeah.
It's not this guy.
So what do you want to?
I can come over here when you didn't get my fat stomach.
Yeah, just move the chair. Move your chair.
Move my chair over here. So
What's up, Alex? What's up, Joodlebug? Okay.
Have you ever done a live?
No.
No.
Introduce who's with you.
This is the legendary Buff Del Campo.
What's up, Numbnuts? George Bonnie. Popeye.
And you guys can
Bear,
be here too if you're
Kurt.
in the neighborhood. Buff, you want to tell them where we are?
we're at the racetrack, gas station, I-24, exit 8.
Right off the exit. Right off the exit.
It's easy
Tion,
to find.
Tion's watching from the toilet. What's up, Fubar?
Fubar! It's Fubar the Axe. What's going on, brother man?
What's up, Todd? Uncle Tony, love your show.
I love yours too.
Hey from Chicago. What's up,
What's
Rob?
going on in
Mo
Chi-Town?
Parnut. Blurred to the fishbowl. Is it that bad? I'm trying not to move.
Oh, what's the matter?
They're saying it's blurry.
Boring.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Jeremy?
Maybe because you're in the truck.
No. What's up, Dakota?
What you connected
Her phone.
to? Just
Kathy, you use the
not a
phone?
Wi-Fi, just off.
Or would you be
Yeah,
opposed
just
to a separate handheld? I'm using my phone. I'm not opposed to anything. What's up, Paul in Vermont? What's up, Kurt?
Babe, try. Here, give me this.
And do what?
Go grab a chair and sit outside with us.
Okay.
Here, you can do that. Uncle Buff.
Oh, this is strange. I've never done this before.
Yeah, you're getting the whole YouTube experience now. The picture got any better.
Is the picture any better? Oh, and then it fades away. Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Can't do it up to the
Uncle
production
Kathy's
crew.
All right.
Oh, it's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
I gotta move back.
Is it nice out here or what?
Thor sent you New Zealand $10.
Thank you, brother man.
I gotta move back. Hang on.
We gotta get some hot rods out here. Who
move.
in Nashville has got like a hot rod? Come out here and like come hang out.
Because we don't have any.
We don't have any.
No.
Yeah, came in my Mazda because my hot rod doesn't run. I got rid of everything.
I can go
My
grab the
boots.
sawzall. We go whack the exhaust off.
Terry, we're at the racetrack. No, not the pilot. Somewhat pixelated. Yeah, it's my phone.
No, it's me.
It's not you.
I vibrate at a certain frequency that sometimes disturbs common human or earth electronics.
No, we're behind the gas station. We're not at the golf course.
What company should phone?
I know,
What's up, John? John Wilburn's on.
What's going on, John Wilburn?
Get hooked up through mine. There's
It's Cricket. Same as Verizon.
It's the phone. They're saying the faces are blurred out.
Maybe the lens is dirty.
Oh, brother.
Just wipe it on your pants.
Hang on, guys. Is it any better? Hey, guys, roll up your windows.
Roll up your windows. Listen, we went to all the trouble of setting up this elaborate set. This is going to have to do.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Blurry video. They're saying it's blurry. Where's your phone? Is your phone better than mine?
No,
No?
it's going to be the same. I got the cheapest phone like there is.
I don't know why it's so blurry.
It's got to be the area where we're at.
No, it's my phone. It sucks. I have a potato
How do you
phone.
log in? Can
How?
you log in on my phone?
Probably not. It's connected to my email.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't.
You have to have the email downloaded and everything. Did we go racing yesterday?
No. We had a blowout. Well, a broken belt, and then an ignition issue, and that stopped us from getting to the track last night. But one of the cars that we were supposed to mess around with did go, and we did get a baseline on it, and we'll do a video on that tomorrow.
Robert says sort of blurry.
Just sorta?
Yeah, they can hear you well.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm trying not to move very hard. Thor says, come to New Zealand, see the biggest southern hemisphere. Oh, wait, where to go? Hot Rod Show every March. Just a thought, guys. You want to go?
I don't fly.
You don't fly?
I don't fly, and I don't like to take boats. So that kind of like, that leaves us like out of, you know. And we can send you though. You love to fly, Cat. Uncle
Yeah,
Kathy
I love
flies
flying.
like a bird. She's crazy. She gets in anything. You see her in the trunk in the Charger. That's where she gets in a plane.
I flew for 30 years. I stopped.
Did you
That's not forced to get in there.
every time I used to fly all the time.
I mean, I flew
You flew
for
planes.
30 years, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just had enough. That's it.
You know, every
No
time.
more.
Every time I ever got in a plane, I swore it was going to be the last time I ever got on a plane. Finally, I was in Chicago, where I was going to fly back here, Midway, right? I made them stop the fucking plane. They brought out the stairs.
What's wrong with
They
you?
let me off. Yeah.
Brandon Roser sent you
borrowed-
$1.99. Hard to
Thank
fix
you, bro.
cars sitting in that chair.
What did you say?
Hard to fix cars sitting in that chair.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me with my talents? Please, just bring it over. I got it.
Danelle Muniz says Scotty knows UT.
Oh, that was a great shout out to Scotty. That was awesome.
Thorthor sent you another $5, New Zealand. What's up, Stang Lincoln?
We picked up like 1,000 subscribers off of that today.
What's up, Lunar?
Scotty Kilmer gave a shout out to a video.
Really?
Yes.
You know, it's like I watched a couple of his things. It changed. Like, have you watched him? Like the last 2 videos?
Yeah.
He's a real reasonable guy.
I
and then he
did
went
wait.
back to the same old thing.
I did wipe the lens, Mark. It's clean. It's the phone.
Try pulling the plug and plugging it back in.
What? It's not plugged into anything. What's up, Casey? Okay,
Ask questions, Uncle Kathy.
I don't have any questions. Kurt said he was on a plane that had engine trouble once. Made it all the way to the scene, what? Of the crash.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Did you walk away from it? It's a good landing, man.
My plane was running out of gas once. That was fun.
I never had a
Fly?
Venus.
Did you fly? Were you
I don't know
flying?
how to fly now.
Okay, you said you're running out of gas.
Yeah, our plane was running out of gas.
Oh, that's not
There was a tornado, so we couldn't land. So we kept circling, and it was a small plane. So we were running out of gas. We only had 20 minutes left.
Yeah, that's below minimum.
Yeah, 20 minutes to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm good with that.
Did Bottle Rocket make it to the end of the track?
Bottle Rocket never made it to the track.
What was the flat tire on? Bottle Rocket or
No,
on the tow
on the
vehicle?
tow vehicle.
On the tow vehicle.
We were on the interstate. We were about 15 miles out, 20 miles out. And all of a sudden, and the ironic thing is, we talked about this yesterday, is I just put 8 new tires on this thing. The trailer's got 4 new tires in the back, and the Record's got 4 new tires. The trailer's got 4 new tires, and the Record's got 4 new tires on the back. And I didn't change the fronts. I'm standing there with the tire guy, right? And I said, I got money in my pocket. And he's looking at the front tires, I'm looking at him, and he says, those look okay. I was like, yeah, they're fine, right? So, we're on our way to the track last night. We were about 15, 20 miles away from home, 70 miles an hour, and all of a sudden the front end starts doing this. Bop, 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 and then this truck really started hammering. And then the ignition cut out on top of that. So we got off the road. I did an electronic ignition to point swap on the side of the road, got the thing running, but couldn't go anywhere with the tire. And people were like, oh, can't you change the tire from the back to the front? 2 drastically different sizes. I put shorter tires in the back to give myself a little extra leverage, and the front tires are the original small style, so that was what worked out. But anyway, we got home, and that was that.
Joe Milburn sent 1111 to upgrade the Etch-a-Sketch you film with.
Thank you, John.
You're gonna have to get me another phone. We gotta get me another
So
phone.
get it on the phone. This is important. This is it. You're the technical thing you are.
Idaho iPhone, yeah.
She's the production. You're the production.
Right, I know, but we don't use this very often. But now that it's warm out, we're probably gonna use it
Yeah.
more.
Oh, this is perfect.
It was the perfect
What
size.
went
It's just perfect weather.
What went wrong with the distributor yesterday?
I don't know if it was a distributor or the box. I have no idea. All I know is I had no spark. So I had a buddy of mine that lives not too far away, and I grabbed a points distributor from him, plugged it in, and that was it. Fired right up, drove it away.
Brandon Rosier sent you $1.99. Did you ever meet Jungle Jim and Jungle Pam?
Pam, yes. Jim was gone before I actually. She's old now. It's hard to picture Jungle Pam as like a senior citizen, right?
Anthony
Senior
Miro,
citizen.
huh?
Oh,
No, I'm not.
Almost.
I'm old. I'm not a senior citizen. I'm just old.
Anthony Miro says you should have drove the car to the track.
We debated on it. But at that point, there was such a clusterfuck. I didn't have a plate on the car. I wasn't prepared to drive it to the track.
They want me to get closer to you. Oh boy. All right.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
besides the point. I didn't want to drive it to the track because I didn't want to tow that home, just in case. I'm one of those people. You know. Everybody's like, "Oh, I drive it to the track and it goes like 450, 300 miles an hour, and I drive it home." I'm not one of those people. If I'm gonna take the caravan to the track, I'm gonna try to get it on the trailer because I don't want it on my head while I'm playing around with the track. Or I may have to hurt this thing and get it towed home. So I just assume tow it there and tow it back.
Dakota says we're cutting out bad. Ghost Surf says that's worse. Very grainy, weak audio. All right.
Move to that. Move a little bit.
Where
That way.
do you want me to go?
Move a little bit that way.
Oh my goodness.
Get away from the truck.
Yeah, it might be the. See if that's any better.
Stage just got better. It's clear.
Yeah, there you go.
A little further.
All right.
You can go sit in the Domino's.
It's fixed. There you go. All right.
Nice.
Better. That's better. Reception is way better. Okay. All right, you don't have to talk loud because I don't know if my phone can hear you.
Keep on. Yes,
What?
they complain about audio.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Colleen Tebow says Holly 650. It sat for 30 years with ethanol in it. My son rebuilt it and it runs. It's great. Put it in gear and it falls on its face. You have to pedal the piss out of it going down the road.
Yeah, and the idle passage in the metering block is clogged. Yeah, it's the easiest way is just get yourself on the metering block and throw it on there.
Video quality sucks. Okay. I'm trying here. Who's your guest?
It's Buffed Up. Not really a guest. He's Buffed Up Camper. You know,
You said show up here.
he showed
I
up.
showed up.
And you guys can show up too. We're gonna be doing this every Sunday night from this spot right here.
So I guess I gotta get a phone this week?
No.
No?
We'll get used to this level.
Okay, used to this.
This level.
That's not fair.
So you.
Yeah, you said, I don't even remember what the date was now. You said, what, June or July or June? I don't remember. And we're going to get together in a park. And you said, yeah, or Kathy says, yeah, there's a park here.
Oh, there's a park.
And you said, email you and communication, because I emailed the wrong email address.
Bro, I didn't even remember it coming. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is, I was chatting last week, or 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and you said we were going to have some kind of get-together somewhere.
Yes. I need
Not
to
here.
organize it.
And we were gonna, somebody said cook some beef or something. So I said, you gotta find a place like a park with some barbecue pits or something.
By the Greenway.
And that's kind of how we left it. And I said I'd organize it, but
But
You're
that
right.
was before the
We got a
coronavirus.
great
no,
dead end.
it was
Was
like
after?
2 weeks ago.
Was it?
We got a great dead end right there. You see it?
A great way.
Dead
Dead
end?
end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, who's that belong to? Can we just do that?
It's the city. They don't
It's
give
just field,
It's
okay.
just a dead end. We could just go down there and dead
And
end.
bring a. I don't have a pit or a.
We can make a bar. We can dig
Why
a
don't you
barbecue.
just go by the Greenway? The Greenway has barbecue pits.
Okay.
Are they allowing groups to?
Yeah.
They are okay.
They should be, yeah.
because these seats right over here that are outside, you can't use them because of the coronavirus, and they're outside.
Why can't you use that because of the corona?
Sharpshooter
They
says.
got things taped.
Why can't you use that because of the corona?
Sharpshooter says.
They got things taped on there. That's why I wasn't sitting there.
Fuck
And
the
it
coronavirus.
says not to sit at these tables because of the coronavirus.
Sharpshooter says Scotty brought him here.
What's going on, sharpshooter?
I'll get a better phone for next week.
Okay.
I have to. When are you guys going to try and run the car again, and where?
We're going to go back to Buffalo. Our problem with running over at Union Hill is the traffic between here and Nashville. We have to go through to get up there is ridiculous. It takes 2 hours to get to that track. So we're going to run Buffalo Valley not this weekend because they're having a bracket race. Maybe the following weekend they're going to have a test or two, another test or two. Plus, Lamb Chop is on different medication. He takes a dose of this stuff that he's on now, and it affects his nerves. So his hands don't work and all kinds of other shit. And he's taking a dose of that tomorrow, and that'll put him out for about a week.
Your camera is on acid. Yeah. Maybe yours is better, Tony.
No, I'm telling you, just go. Don't worry about it.
Just go.
Yeah.
Hey there from Australia. What's up, Jordan?
What's going on, Jordan?
When will you do your next Hemi update?
Probably not for about 2 weeks because the block is up at the machine shop now. Block and crank is at the machine shop.
Okay.
So as soon as they get that back, we'll do the next bit on it.
Brandon says, I'd like to eventually get into old school mopar cars. They have the best body styles. This channel has everything I need. Thank you, Tony.
Try.
Did Lamb Chop give you your shirt? No, right?
What shirt?
I don't know. No? I guess. UT looks like Bigfoot right now.
There's a family resemblance, yes.
My goodness. When will you do your... Oh, you asked that already. Tony, change the points in Uncle Kathy's phone.
I think it's a condenser, man.
Oh, man. So Tom Kilgore is saying, Scotty Kilmer mentioned your video about the oil. Wait, it's jumping on me and it's giving me a problem. Scotty Kilmer mentioned your video about the oil problem with the third generation Hemi.
I know.
And it's linking to the video. He said you really know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, that's a great endorsement from Scotty.
Okay. Are we connected, guys? Rob D says, greetings from New York. Street racing and shows are still strong. Cool. Let's see. Grind the beams on your, what? On your rods? Mike Gochik sent you $2.
Thank you, sir. You bought my coffee.
He put your coffee.
You bought me coffee.
Nice. Thank you. What's up, Standing? Always the condenser. I bought a shirt for you for the live builds, but USPS lost it and it showed up 2 days late to Lammy's. Oh, okay, Colleen.
What happened?
Colleen bought you a shirt for the live build.
Oh.
Shirt. Uncle Bud says, God bless you two knuckleheads. I gotta take the D100 down to Carolina Dragway. Oops. Why does this keep happening? Hard for me to read, guys. Sorry. Botched the launch. Poor little 318 tried its best. I could get one pass out of it. 17.1.
Oof.
But you only go 1580.
1580.
Let's just fast as I'll go. You know. But I mean, 17 seconds, I could go faster than that.
1580. Is that a mile?
Yeah, a quarter mile. Come on.
Okay.
I know that I could go faster than 17s. Yeah.
You must have ran out of bandwidth on the phone plan. I don't know. Tony, put some wild turkey in that coffee. Robert Calvin, 2 days late. Hello from Vancouver. What's up, Lewis?
What's going on, Lewis?
You're going to be buying a 772 satellite.
Which one?
Which one what?
71 or 72?
He didn't say. He says 71 to 72 satellite.
Can't find one.
Bullnose
That's a great
Garage.
box, though.
Buy Uncle Kathy a GoPro. I know. I know. Are you going to put the heads on the 5.7 Hemi Gold?
Probably not. They look pretty much ported as they are.
Signal's bad. Now we're live. Are we back on, guys?
All right, let's do
We
this.
keep cutting out.
Why don't you-
Sharpshooter
why-
sent you $4.99. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sharpshooter.
Why don't we move around a little bit
Yeah.
and see where the signal gets better, and then we'll just move the truck there.
Okay.
Good.
Go ahead. All right, guys, we're going to move around.
Yeah.
The sky is beautiful.
How is it over here?
I don't know. How is it here, guys? Interference. You made the big time. Scotty gave you a big call out today. Sent everyone to the channel about the Hemi.
I know. Very grateful to Scotty for that, though. Thank you.
It's not the phone, it's the upload speed on Wi-Fi or cell service. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, but sometimes you can move to a certain area and you'll get a better.
Still choppy.
No better? All right, come on. Come on.
Let's see. Tony working the parking lot.
Nothing better?
Can you see me now? How about now? Now? Nobody's saying if it's better or not.
Is it getting any better now?
I put up with live streams that were more bad. They're calling you a lot lizard. No, it's not better.
All right, let's go back over there and bed over
It's
there.
worse. All right. Okay. Look for a cell tower and get closer.
Actually, I think we're right near it. There's the one by the jail.
Yeah. John Wilburn says, I think it's interference from Buff Del Campo's gravitational
It
pull.
could be Buffalo Campbell's gravitational pull. Exactly what I was thinking. There's the jail right there. See the brown building?
Keep walking to Staten Island.
Never.
All right. So what am I doing here? Where am I going?
Oh yeah, it's all fuzzy looking.
Climb on top of the truck. I'm not
Okay.
climbing on top of the
No,
truck.
it looks pretty bad. Looks worse than ever.
That is pretty bad. That's terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Hang on for a little while longer.
Go home.
All right.
And we'll try this again next week, and we'll regroup and have all of the best technology available.
Oh, we will?
Yeah.
Laugh out loud watching your own live stream.
It's weird, right? Because it's all on a delay.
Oh, I gotta turn this off.
Well, see, that's how long it takes to go from our camera to outer space, get beamed off like 5 different satellites, and then back down to you.
Yeah.
Watch the guys on the moon.
I don't think we actually.
Oh,
I think we
again?
did.
I think we did.
Again
And you
with
know why?
that?
Why?
Because I was in Southern California. I knew a lot of people whose fathers worked for the different companies. And you can't have a conspiracy that big. You get a conspiracy more than 2 people, somebody's going to talk. And there
No.
were hundreds of thousands of people involved in it.
Yeah, but wait a second. Think about this, right? You don't need everybody in on it.
No, I can't get to the top of the light pole.
This isn't Green Acres.
I'm not climbing anything.
Yeah.
You don't need everybody to be in on it.
No.
So picture this now, okay? Listen to this, right? So all you need, okay, so you got mission control, right? In Houston. And let's say they got 800 people in that room, right? Or in that system. And they're all watching what's happening on the video screen. And they're all monitoring whatever. they're not attached to what's going on. We could be filming it in the back of this van over here.
That'd be pretty hard to pull off.
They've pulled off some pretty crazy stuff.
I'm trying to stay still. I have to like breathe and stuff. I'm trying not to move.
Think about it this way, right? We've got more computing power in her phone right now
Not
than
my
they
phone.
had, than the government had in 1969.
Neil Armstrong,
And we still can't get back out.
no, because they don't put any money into it. And they don't, nobody cares. The, that computer had crashed. He landed. It crashed right before they landed. He took manual control. He had 12 seconds of fuel left when the crew set down. Man,
I'm on cell service, guys.
What was that?
They're asking if I'm on cell service or Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, cell service.
Cell service.
Well, try turning on Wi-Fi.
I'll lose it.
They have Wi-Fi in there, but I don't know. Or it's over there. Because I get a thing that says Wi-Fi is available, but I don't know whose it is or if there's a password or what, you know.
Well, you can see if it's locked or not.
Thanks for yesterday's effort. Where are we at? We're on Highway 99, exit 80,
At the racetrack.
at the racetrack gas station.
We're seeing if we have a Wi-Fi source here.
Get a phone tripod. Kathy, run away from home, please.
I'm telling you, every time she goes, it's like, I'm going to the store, right? And I'm like, she's not coming back. There's no way she's coming back. And she does.
Tell him wants you to put me in front of the camera for a change because he's tired of looking at you.
I'd love to, but she doesn't want to get in front of the camera.
What does that say?
It just says connecting. It's not connected yet.
Try propping the phone on something. Holding it still seems to improve it. Do you know how still I'm trying to be? But like I gotta breathe, guys, and I have to talk.
No,
So
you moving the phone.
it's hard holding something for a long time.
Next week, next Sunday night, we'll have all of the technology we need to pull this off.
Kenneth says, yeah, shout out to Scotty Kilmer for highlighting UTG in his channel. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, we picked up like over 1,000 subscribers off of that one hit. We owe you one, Scotty. Thank you.
Roll up your windows.
Roll up your windows.
Thank you, FF. Somebody finally says I'm doing great.
You are doing great.
So many complaints. Oh, Kathy needs a check. Yeah. I need a raise. Did you run Bottle Rocket?
We never got to the track. We had a blowout on the toll rig last night.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lunar. What's up, Black LS1 Pontiac? Where you been? Thank you, Colleen. Now everybody's telling me I do great always.
See?
See?
Now I'm going to have to hear her all the way home. You know, I carry this thing.
I do not say stuff like that. You know I don't say things like that.
You'd still be out eating at the Salvation Army if it was
Oh my gosh, I would never say anything like that. You're such a jerk. Right in front of a strip bar? No, we're at a gas station. What's up, Barry?
Watch. Now, see, well, you make a little joke like that, right? And I watch. Comments are going to start popping up on videos. This guy was homeless. He's a homeless guy who's living at the Salvation Army, and now he's got a YouTube channel, right? Yeah, listen to him.
Kathy just set it on the tailgate and take a break for 15 minutes. Yeah, I think it'll stay. Brandon says we were waiting at the track. Sorry you didn't make it. Yeah, we're sorry too.
We're sorry, too. That was very frustrating.
Dakota says left my ass up, Kathy. That sounds like a threat for after the camera's off.
What's that?
I don't know. Say something either you said or I said. see. What? No meats tonight? Not even a Slim Jim? Some Tang?
I have my coffee. I
You got
have my
coffee, yeah.
racetrack coffee.
She comes back for the sake of the dogs.
She what?
She comes back for the sake of the dogs.
Probably. And the chicken. She won't leave her chickens.
Yeah.
But I'm always surprised when I hear the car pull back up.
You're such an idiot.
How are the chickens?
Oh, they fucking lost.
They're great. They're great.
My former wife wants you to get chickens.
Boomers.
You don't want chickens?
I got enough responsibilities. I want to go somewhere sometimes. I already got cats, and that it just becomes a problem. My son will come over and feed the cats, but he's deployed right now, so he can't do that not for a while.
I'm sorry.
But
Shaking.
man, if I have chickens, what?
No, I'm shaking. You left over next week, you know?
You're
I'm
shaking.
coughing, yeah. Dakota's making me laugh.
Here's what the
Here, go ahead, Buff. Read for a few.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Get a
read.
drink. Yeah. Dakota's
Can I
making me
read?
laugh. Yeah, read them.
Yeah, we'll switch with him.
Yeah.
Yes, this way Uncle Kathy can get in there.
Oh, are you gonna be on?
Yeah, now you
You're
can
gonna
be
be on.
Oh, great.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm pointing the camera all over the place.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Buff,
Here we go.
Okay, Buff's all right.
What's Uncle Tony and Auntie Kathy?
Uncle Kathy.
Plug. Zero's just over here
Zero!
What's up,
With
Zero?
What did he win?
with his freeze plug. Why does the printing keep going away?
It does that. You can just touch the screen and it'll come back.
Can you scroll this?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
scroll it.
Did Buff bring his car? Yeah, I brought my car, but you don't want to see it. It's just it's a Mazda 6. It's my daily driver.
It's the nicest Mazda 6 I've ever seen.
It's got primer on it. That's horrible.
It looks like a salamander.
Buff's struggling already. Yeah, because I can't. Yeah. Yeah, I am struggling with this.
It's hard, right?
225 slant and 3 on the tree transmission. Eugene Bryant.
Yeah.
What's that about? 225 slant and 3 on the tree. Primer's okay. Oh, I see. I gotta scroll this way. Calico car. What's up, Dakota? Ask Kathy.
What?
Have a drink of Tang. Only in the land of Oz.
Okay, I read unsweet tea.
Unsweet tea.
Unsweet tea she has.
Unsweet tea.
I don't drink anything with sugar.
She lives on unsweet tea and waffles. And Bob having
Can we get a
sausage.
roll up your windows?
Do it.
You do it.
Yeah, do it with me.
You gotta do it. Come on.
Or, you know, I was 3 on the 3.
Come on.
Hey,
Bob, come on.
Ready?
Drunkle Tony.
Uncle Tony. Ready?
Well, yeah.
Roll up your windows.
You didn't
That's
do
what-
it like Scotty did.
Man, I'm having a hard time keeping up with this.
See?
I'm missing a lot.
Yeah.
Tang is a code word from Community Motorsports Garage.
It's not a code word.
Wow, why can't I keep up with
Really
this?
dang.
Tony, what was the last 3 on a column you own? Oh, that's from John Wilburn.
I had a, I had a 62 Savoy. I guess I got rid of it about a year ago, 2 years ago, a year ago. That was slant 6.3 on the tree. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, Kathy needs AC.
She's getting it. She's getting it. I'm working on. Actually, I have to have a line made. I'll get the line tomorrow, and she'll actually have AC.
What's
You
your,
got a special line?
Mike?
Yeah. I had a
I
special.
go. I don't know how to pronounce that name. What's your favorite car movie?
I don't really have one. I'm not really a movie guy.
Bad.
Yeah, probably mid.
Okay.
Go full of
I guess we're
62
reconnected. Oh man.
It's hard, isn't it?
Oh, this is really hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I gotta learn to
Take
read.
over?
It went way back.
Hey, you got
Did
about
you
three
did
or
you have
four.
a spare wheel for the front of the truck?
I did not.
Ask Tony what small block intake is his favorite.
What small block intake is my favorite?
Yeah.
I like the Torque
Why are you guys not at home?
because we're on location. We're out.
That's
We're at
Gonzo.
a gas station.
Yeah, we're at a gas station.
So we like to hang out at gas stations.
Yep.
You're doing a great
I
job.
don't know what to do if I'm not reading questions.
Answer
You
questions.
can answer questions.
Guys, ask Uncle
No,
Kathy
don't ask
anything.
anything. No, don't
Yeah,
ask
ask
anything.
Anything.
ask Uncle Kathy
Don't ask
anything.
anything.
She's here tonight to answer your questions.
No.
Says the resolution just went up.
Of course, because that
Video
was Uncle
quality
Kathy.
just came back.
Did it?
I watched Used Cars last night. Great movie. UGG for vice president.
Vice. Come
Yeah,
on.
vice. Yeah, why not president? Blinker fluid is a good mod.
Nobody has any questions for Uncle Kathy?
No. No.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Ask her
Yeah.
anything.
Don't
I'm
ask
trying to
anything.
keep up with this, and I can't keep up.
Do you want me to take over?
Kathy, what was your favorite part about building the 67 Charger?
My favorite part
That's what they asked. Your favorite
Yeah,
part?
that's a good question.
about building it?
Yeah.
Getting it running. Being able to move it. That was the nicest part.
First start, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first start's always good. It never gets old.
Yeah. So it's
Kathy,
exciting.
where are your dogs?
They're at the house. Sleeping on the couch.
Yeah,
Ask her if she ever got air conditioning.
Not yet.
I'm working
Do
on
you
it.
see my hair? No. I don't have air conditioning. We roll down the window.
What's the secret to putting up with car guys?
The secret?
What?
I don't
Uncle
understand.
Kathy, why did you say yes to date Tony?
Why did I say yes?
Yeah,
How could she say no?
they're asking her.
You know, I don't know. Because I didn't want a boyfriend.
Uncle Kathy, do you like Drag Race?
Yeah. I think it's boring sometimes.
I think she's done enough drag racing.
What do you think? Do you like drag racing?
Hey, Kathy, is Tony the best?
He's the best.
I haven't really liked drag racing since like.
I don't think we ever liked it.
Yeah.
I don't like spectating.
Uncle Kathy, how is the Chicken Walker Ranch?
It's awesome. Yeah, it's really good. It's good.
At 0. Hemi 6? Question mark.
26.
Oh, please.
I went and read about those. It's only an interesting engine, but they're not here.
He's getting the hang of it. Bob is good at this.
He's good.
No,
yeah.
I'm way behind. I'm way behind.
If you're getting tired, I'll take over whenever you want.
No, you're
Tony, the condenser on my Corolla is shot, so I also have no more cars with AC.
Well, we will
This
have
is
one.
Ari. Let's see.
Ari.
Have AC?
Ari. Okay. Would you guys ever consider doing an episode where you rate your subscribers' cars?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Except we don't really have the time to do that.
What you
Problem
drinking,
is
Kathy?
The amount of emails. Unsweet tea.
What was your first car, Kathy?
Oh, my first car? The first thing I drove around all the time?
It's Uncle Kathy. It
Probably
looks.
67 Coronet, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. the
67 Coronet.
Coronet.
67
Uncle
cars,
Kathy, it looks
63.
like you're drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels.
No, it's, look, unsweet tea.
I
It's
think.
not Jack Daniels.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's the label.
Oh, okay.
He's got it on both sides.
Uncle Kathy, how is the weather?
What?
How is the weather?
It's hot.
It's
crazy
hot?
Hot.
Beautiful out here.
Oh, now it is.
Huff, just imitate a bucket of sand stick. Great. You know, we need to get you a tripod for your or a bucket of sand on a stick, or have me sit here. 76 Coronet? No, didn't you say 67 Coronet?
67 with a
Coronet.
3 for
Yeah, they're asking if 76.
No, 67 with a 3.
Which came first, the
Automatic.
chicken or the egg?
I think it was the Coronet.
The Coronet.
Yeah, the Coronet
Yeah.
thing came first.
Oh God, it's really hard to keep up with this.
I know.
There's someone in here named Drunkle Tony.
Oh, yeah, somebody, yeah.
Somebody did that?
Somebody's
Yeah.
impersonating.
Oh man, video sucks. This video sucks. Good thing we know who's in front of the camera.
Sorry, guys. We're gonna get another camera for next week.
Do any of the dogs or chickens enjoy driving with you in the cars?
Not now.
No.
We used to take Trixie everywhere.
Yeah, I had a beagle named Trixie who used to come with me
Well, her
everywhere.
and Poppy both.
Poppy
Yeah.
never liked it.
You wouldn't take chickens in the car, would you?
No.
We should fill the car with chickens one day.
No,
Go
let's
for-
not.
just cruise around. What a video that would be, huh?
No, we don't.
Tea and rum?
Tea and rum? No, just tea.
Just tea.
Just tea.
We get a bunch of degenerate alcoholics to
I
watch
know,
this
every
fucking
day gets
channel.
drunk.
Why are you doing so many live chats lately?
I don't know. We're doing a lot of lives.
I don't know, like you were doing a lot of lives during lockdown.
Yeah, during the lockdown, we
Which
started
was
doing them
good.
like every day.
It's actually YouTube suggested that you do that.
You know, that was pretty nice. Because I see you guys every day. Or every other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing them less now, but last night we just jumped on. We try to do like 2 a week. And like last night we just jumped on because, we were just there. So,
Right, we were supposed to be at the track.
Right.
Good to see you guys, even though it's blurry.
Larry.
Oh, here we go. Ask Kathy if the moon landing was staged. We probably shouldn't go
No
there.
comment.
Was the moon landing staged?
No comment.
It's staged on the moon.
Some things I'm not going to answer.
Stanley
I
Kubrick
have my
may
own
argue with
thoughts.
that.
Can you put the feelers out for a new live build, maybe a 383?
I'm thinking about doing one blindfolded. I'm serious about
Why?
that.
The one that you didn't do blindfolded.
But that wasn't my fault.
Whose fault was it? Are we blaming people then?
No,
Okay.
it was a lack of.
It was a team effort.
It was a team effort. But I'm seriously thinking about doing a blind engine build, blindfolded.
Why do you do that?
Huh?
Why do you do that?
Well,
You just like stunts.
I enjoy all the live streams.
Awesome.
Uncle Tony's Garage. I think that Tony's my long lost father.
Are you?
Tony, how's the ankle monitor?
You got an ankle monitor? How you doing there, Buff?
Huh,
You
I don't
hanging in
know.
there?
I think he froze.
Tony, I froze
Our Buck
Tony.
Sanders.
at the foot of the cross. Who? I don't understand that. What are you guys laughing at me now?
No.
Uncle Buzz.
Yeah.
Just buried my pit boxer I had for 15 years
Oh,
today.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. That sucks. I'm
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's never easy losing a dog.
I have a scar on my. This is from John Wilbur. I have a scar on my knee from a PT Cruiser short block.
Nice.
I had a PT Cruiser where my son totaled it.
It was 2 turbo PT Cruisers in the Polo Park the other day.
You know that people complain about those things. He got in a head-on collision with a Chevy pickup, and everybody came out of it fine. Nobody got hurt.
But there were 2 turbo PTs there. One was a 5-speed, one was an automatic. Both of them had pristine bodies. Like I was like seriously tempted, you know.
You know what I really want is a road toad, but
Yeah.
they can't find them anymore. You should do blindfolded for the next holiday. You should do one blindfolded for the next holiday.
I'm thinking about doing a blindfolded engine build.
John Wilburn, I staged the moon landing.
John Wilburn did it. Wow. I gotta hear
What's
Ty-
Uncle Tony's favorite motor?
It's a toss-up between the 383, the 340, and the Slant 6. On any given day, one of them will be my favorite.
Uncle Tony, this is, again, Uncle Tony, points are electronic ignition. Oh, LOL. Okay, somebody already knows the answer.
Hey, Points got us unstuck last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're mechanical. You can fix them.
Yep.
Does Kathy have a daughter?
No.
That you know of.
No, I don't have any daughters.
Women don't have a
I have
problem.
sons. I have 2 sons.
I don't know, it's the age of equality. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have any daughters.
Scotty Kilmer gave you a shout out. Yeah.
We
Tony-
know.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very cool.
Scotty.
me, have you ever used aftermarket release bearing?
You gonna throw up on?
Here we go.
I don't know if you.
If Buff has a stroke, well, no, because the picture will improve.
Nice.
Kathy, what was your absolute favorite car?
My absolute favorite car
that you
that we've
own?
owned. That I've owned, or that I would like. To
I don't know. That's all it said.
That we've owned.
Well, answer both.
I like the 70 GTX we have. That was one of my favorites.
Would you do a video on 27?
John Wilburn's going to do that. He's
Is
going
he?
to do a transmission. Yeah. If I tried to do it, all you would hear is a bunch of cursing and yelling, and yeah, it wouldn't be much.
My 440, he says HP. My 440 will need to be reassembled next month. You're only 6 hours from me.
Only 6
Only
hours.
6 hours.
Let's do that one for the blindfolded engine build. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it sounds to bring
Yeah,
it.
bring it down. We'll do your motor for our blindfold live engine build.
Okay, who was that? I lost because the scrolling is tough to do.
I know.
Yeah, put your,
Hard.
Wait till you try to put your arms down later. After the live engine build, then Kathy walked around
Okay,
like
I
this
didn't
for
walk
2
around
days.
like that. My arms were stiff.
that's
though.
Colleen
I was thinking,
Trebo.
Yeah,
Trebo?
Colleen.
You know her?
No, but she's regular.
Regular.
She's right. Okay, I mean, you know the name.
Yeah.
I can't see y'all, but I can hear y'all.
Thanks.
Why am I having so much? Put super stock leaves. It's just
I know it jumps. Like you start reading it.
yeah, and then I can't find it.
Right.
Putting super stock leaves on my 65 Dart. Do I need shock extensions?
Well, you use a shock extension when you use an pinion snubber. You should be fine with just a regular length shocks on that.
I wonder if people are wondering
What about stay safe? Uncle Kathy, do you like moon pies?
No. No. But the moon pie capital was like.
Yeah.
Colleen Table, I'm game. I trust UT. So she's gonna let you assemble her 440
Blindfolded?
blindfolded.
Okay. Who's this?
Colleen Tebow? Is that who it
Colleen
is?
Tebow.
Bring it. I can do it. No problem.
What are you gonna do?
What do you think of 80s Challengers? It was like Mustang 2 that you looked at, but not Ford. Challengers, those Mitsubishi
It's a
things.
Mitsubishi car, yeah. I mean, they were okay. You know what I mean? I mean,
I drove a Sapporo around a lot for about a year. It's a nice little car, but it was, it's not like a
we had
real Challenger.
we had a was it an 80 Dodge Colt?
Yeah, I drove that.
79 or an 80 Dodge
Yeah.
Colt. That thing was
79.
indestructible. I bought a pallet full of Hemi heads, 426 Hemi heads from they were Brooklyn Speed, was it? I don't remember which shop it was, but they were clearing out. And I bought a whole pallet of, and there probably had to be 25 heads, 25 heads, and I stuffed them all in a 79 Dodge Colt and drove them from the middle of Brooklyn to Staten Island with the suspension completely bottomed out. That thing never skipped a beat. I drove it for a year, then I gave it to the kid that lived upstairs to me because I thought it was worn out. He drove it for a year, and then he was ready to junk it. He gave it to his brother, and he drove it for like another year after that. The car was completely indestructible.
How much for the Mustang 2?
It's not for sale.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't for sale. That's a nice looking car.
Yeah.
It's that Cobra tape is kind of big.
The green though is beautiful on it.
Yeah, I never seen one like that.
No.
I'm from Barrie, Ontario, near Slave Lake. Slave Lake, that's way up there. I read you got kicked out of high school for stealing a school bus. Is that true?
It was a city bus, not a school bus.
Why don't you show off the Challenger in the last video or holding out on us?
We're going to do stuff on the Challenger. We're going to do stuff with that car. You'll see a lot of that soon.
I have nothing to do with it mostly.
Answer questions.
No,
Uncle Kathy,
I like it.
when you do the brush paint jobs, do you have any techniques for no brush marks?
Oh, what are you talking about? Like on the truck?
I don't know. It doesn't specify.
I use a foam brush, and I make the paint pretty thin. That's the best way.
And
to
you
do
did
it.
that. You brush painted a vehicle.
Yeah, the tow truck I started working on.
Ah,
Rust-Oleum.
Yeah.
It gets hammered around. Sometimes
Dakota Bethune. I don't know.
Oh,
Ask
yeah,
Tony if they know me by name.
Yeah, he's on there all the time.
Yeah, I see him all the time.
Yeah, the tow truck gets Rust-Oleum, because it gets hammered around. It gets, I use it to push things, drag things. So to put an actual nice paint job on it would be counterproductive.
Oh, you brushed
The white,
Yeah.
You brushed
started painting
Rust-Oleum.
yeah.
Hey Tony, are you interested in another grill for Bottle Rocket?
No, the one in that car's perfect.
Tony, when's the last time you played with nitro or mixed fuel?
When was that? I'm gonna say it's probably around 2010.
Bear Wallow, TN, Mopar. I put a 360 with a 727 and an 8 3/4 and an 83 Challenger. It was an easy build and ran great. Still have the car.
I remember there was a lot of room in those things. Yeah, you want to take over?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah. You're gonna take over?
Tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. I can do it. It's just hard for me to. It's hard for me to keep up with these.
Yeah,
I mean, it just.
Uncle Kathy's a pro. I mean,
I'm
she's.
pro.
Well, because you've been doing this for a while.
All right. I'm back, guys.
Yeah, look, she lights up as soon as she gets.
I get bored if I'm not doing anything.
Well, good. I'm glad you have that. That's a tough seat to sit in.
Okay. He needs a break. Yep. Let's see.
It's fun though.
Factor myth to bolt on 60s 273 heads versus J heads on a 360 to boost compression.
One more time.
Factor myth
Yeah.
to bolt on 60s 273 heads
Yes.
versus J heads on a 360 to boost compression.
67. All 273 heads are closed chamber. 66 through 69, 273 318 heads are closed chamber, and they have one of the nicest exhaust ports in the whole world of small block Mopars. The valves are a little undersized, but that's no big deal to put the bigger valves in it. You can put like a 188 valve in there, no problem. But yeah, you'll boost the compression approximately a full point going from the 273 318 head, over the later heads. You can use the 64, 65, 273 heads, but the intake manifolds are a problem there because the bolts are different. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hellfish says,
Hellfish,
what's up?
going on, brother man? How you feeling, Hellfish?
Kurt Zimmerman sent you $10.
Thank you, Kurt.
Tony, were all your nitro engines Chrysler Hemis or something else?
Everything was some derivative of a Chrysler Hemi. I always wanted to build a Chevy, a fuel Chevy. I was working with my friend Dick Gaylord, and Dick, he had been around since the year of the flood. He was racing nitro cars back during the nitro ban in like 1960, 1961. And he was in the process of building a Chevy that I was going to tune, and he dropped dead in the middle of that. So that was the end of that. But yeah, I always wanted to build a Chevy fuel motor because I know I can make it run. I figured it out. I know I could have made it run.
What's up, Greasy Paws? Tony needs a Mr. T starter kit at 18.
I pity the food that don't have a Mr. T starter kit.
And Uncle Sonny's Garage. Also, the cameraman sounds like Big Rich from Ohio Fish Rescue. Do I sound like Big Rich?
No, he's still.
I know he's talking about Buff. I know. John Possum says, I got me a caramel drumstick. Yum, yum, yum.
Caramel.
Hellfish says he's good.
Oh, good, Hellfish.
Uncle Kathy, are you thinning with mineral spirits or acetone? You can use mineral spirits, that's okay, but not too much. If you put too much, it's no good. It just ruins the paint and you should throw it out just like a tiny bit. It depends on how thick it is too. You have to look at the consistency.
Yeah.
Sometimes you open the can and it's super thin, and sometimes if it's older paint, it's a little thicker. So you just gotta go by what you got.
I've had very thin paint that I tried thickening with Mozzarella, and it doesn't
Oh,
work.
dear
It
Lord.
doesn't work. You end up with lumps of cheese in the finish.
Tony, what years were you pirating junk parts from Austin Coil?
All right, Austin Coyle's wife, Lisa, was my partner's niece. So we had there was a different kind of relationship there. So Coyle would gather up parts like a care package and like just drop them off, So he would drop off, boxes and crates full of pistons and rods and bearings and spark plugs and just any old stuff they had laying around, and we would go through it all and feed it into the car.
Tom says terrible audio and video. I can't watch. Sorry, Tom.
Sorry, Tom.
Can we get a roll up your windows?
Roll up your no, Buff is gonna do it.
Roll up your windows.
You can do the whole thing.
It's so nice out here. We should be rolling the windows down.
Oh,
Man,
thanks.
it's nice out here.
Thanks, Tom. He says I just bought a UTG coffee mug. Thank you,
thank you.
Tom.
What, you teach you what?
Coffee mug.
Coffee
Oh,
mug.
coffee. You gave it.
Is there any real difference between 516 heads and 915s?
The valve size, really. Yeah, the ports are a little bit different, but not much. Nothing that wouldn't be changed with some basic porting, but mostly it's the valve size. And the later 516 heads had the larger valve in it.
What's up, Dickie Farley?
What's going on, man?
Hellfish wants to know, all aluminum 528 Hemi. What's a good asking price?
Bro, I couldn't tell you. I haven't been in the market forever. 528 is an alcohol combination. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see. I have a question for Tony. Would you daily drive a 1969 Dodge Charger RT?
Probably not. No.
You wouldn't?
No. Everything on the car is too valuable and hard to replace. So I don't want that hanging over my head. I daily drive 1960s cars every day, but the cars that I drive have easy to replace components. So if I wipe out the nose on, let's say, one of my darts, I can buy every part that I need for it and probably be into it for like $500 or $600. Whereas, you do the same thing on a Charger and it's $5,000 or $6,000. So yeah, I would not daily drive a '69 Charger.
Zach says you guys are the best channel on YouTube.
We know.
Thank you, Zach. Buffy's just along for the ride.
Well, it's his show. I'm not going to sit here and talk.
No, jump in there. If anybody has any questions for Buff.
You're talking about old parts on engines? I used to rebuild Mazda rotary engines in the 70s. It was the same thing. I'd get all this junk, and I'd build myself an engine.
There you go.
And I could make them run. I haven't done that in a long
That's
time.
my favorite thing. When you look around at your piles of shit, you say, that block and that crank and those heads over there. Yeah, you know what? And the next thing you know, there's, you got something on the stand and you're actually building an engine. And it's
My
shit laying
engine-
around. That's my favorite thing in the world.
My engines were like, everything was just out of limits, but just out of limits. Something you wouldn't want to put in a customer's car. And then I put it all together.
That's what I do. I
start it up and drive it around.
That's exactly what I do. I save all the rejects. I sell the good stuff. And I keep the stuff that isn't. Like, all my engines have cast cranks. I don't have a single engine with a fucking forged crank in it. Because I sell the ones the forged cranks. You get $300 for a forged crank, and you buy a cast crank for $25. So all my engines have cast cranks.
When I was young, people tell me, you got to learn who to listen to. People would tell me, you got to do this. Like have a forged crank or something in a 292 Ford. That you're going to go doesn't have any power. A guy told me, you're going to laugh at this. I was 16. I was building a 292 Ford. And he says, you got to polish the rods. I had all these beautifully polished rods. For what?
For what?
Oh,
No,
God.
I mean, no,
That was a mistake, you know.
there are limits. I mean, obviously, you know, a cast crank is good to like 500 horsepower in that range. So obviously, if you go past that, like, and for instance, like the nitrous motor that we're going to build for the motor that's in Bottle Rocket right now is a mule. It's just junk 318 stuff. But that's going together with a good forged crank and all of that, the good motor that I'm building for the car. But if it's like just a regular, like, you know, street and strip car, 400 or 500 horsepower, there is zero reason to even think about putting a forged crank in a fucking thing.
Michael Fulbrook, I'm not ignoring you. They've been talking nonstop. I can't read comments if they're talking.
Uh-oh. Yeah, look at what you
No,
did.
no.
Bob. Look what you did.
Michael
you
is
fucking-
like, you're ignoring me. I can't read comments.
First off,
If
you've
they're talking.
hurt Michael Fulbrook's feelings. And then you've disrupted the flow of our
Not at
I
all.
hope you're proud
Not
of
at
yourself,
all.
Bob.
Let's see. Nitrate the crank. Robert Bray says, I check my rods all the time. Marshmallow. That's a good name. Now, Tony, I have another question.
Ah,
What makes a decent burnout? Any advice?
You know what we used to do?
what'd you do?
We take this 1956 Ford 292 stuff. You go to the junkyard, get the most rock hard ball tire you could, put about 90 psi in it, put it on the right rear, and you could burn tires till they pop.
So, but that's a trick question because no, it's not just a trick question, right? But what makes a good burnout? Are you talking about a good burnout at the track with slicks or a drag radial to make a run, or are you talking about a good burnout just to like make a whole bunch of smoke and commotion? So, you know what I mean? It's like
Yep, a real burnout versus a
right.
16-year-old burnout.
Watch the burnout video, Vince says.
Oh, there you go.
That's a
We
good
could do
start.
that.
Yeah, we do have a burnout video. Let's see.
How to do a bitchin' burnout.
Yeah.
That was the name of it.
Tony, what's the fastest car you ever drove? How fast was it, and how much power did it make?
It
Don't
was
say.
a-
It's gonna
a-
say
a-
1580.
Yeah, 1580. I went. It was a 318 satellite, and I went 1580 at what was that, like 89 miles an hour. And you know, honestly, I don't think I ever wanted. I don't want to. It was terrifying. I don't want to go that fast again.
You going frontwards or you back
Funny
down?
Tony.
No, I went forward, man. I went
Okay.
forward. And at that kind of speed, let me tell you something. Like things are going like this, shoosh, 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 and it's like, huh, right? You know, you get like this tunnel vision,
All
right?
right, Tony, I got a real question. For you.
Okay.
Jody says, I just got a 1957 Chrysler Windsor with a 354 poly. Are these decent
Nice.
engines?
Yo, they're more than decent engines. Those things are fucking mechanical jewelry. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome engine.
That's a great-
89 mile
Spitfire.
per hour. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Wait, am I being trolled? Yes, Uncle Tony is trolling you. Matthew, that's Buff Del Campo.
That is
What's
the
up,
Buff
Matthew?
Del Campo.
What's up,
We
Matthew?
brought him out here special just for tonight's broadcast.
Anybody could be here.
But
Where are
yours-
Yeah, anybody can
Where
be
are they?
here.
Where are they?
Yeah,
Imagine.
anybody can be here. So Sunday night, right? So every Sunday night, beginning around 7 o'clock or
Uncle
so.
Tony doesn't hate you, Michael Fulbrook.
No, I don't hate anybody. I'm full of love for all God's creatures. I love them all. They're fucking awesome. Every Sunday night, around 7 o'clock or so, if you're in the Nashville area, the general region of Nashville, right now we're parked right off of exit 80 on I-24 at the Racetrack gas station, and we'll be here every Sunday night for the rest of the season, I guess. So if you want to come out here, bring your car, motorcycle, truck, whatever you got, and show it off to our audience, bring it down. you
Michael
know?
says he'll see you next Sunday night.
All right, we'll be here.
What's up, Uncle-in-law Buff Del Campo?
Law.
Let's see. Not pilot. No, not pilot.
Not Pilot. Pilot is off of exit 81. We're off of exit 80.
Stephen Koch says, thank you for being the voices of reason.
Well, thank you for recognizing that, Steve.
Why you agree? Can I bring Neil? Michael wants to know if you can bring Neil.
Yeah, you can bring a bag of fish. I don't really fucking care. Just you know.
Let's see. Colleen says, I work with a 17-year-old replacing his rotary on his RX-7 next week. Any tips for him?
Go ahead, Buff. That's
How old an
what
RX? What year RX-7?
I don't think he said. I don't think she said.
Yeah, I worked on stuff in the late 70s. I was working on those RX-2s and RX-3s when the first RX-7s came around. So that's kind of where I was. Man, it's just like anything else. Dive into it.
Time to order pizza. There's a pizzeria.
This is Domino's.
Yeah.
300 feet away.
Dakota wants to know.
Always wants to know.
I know.
Dakota is like the Dakota the Inquisitor.
What kind of he ran in the 70s and how long did they live?
And they were really wide. I noticed now the new ones are really thin. I haven't worked on any of those engines. You know what I used to do? I used to take like 600 sandpaper and on a piece of steel and refinish the sealing edge of them and put the same ones back in on my engines. And then when any of them I built for anybody else, oh, I don't know.
Okay. Tony, do you like manual or auto trans better?
For going fast most of the time, automatic, but manuals do have their place. For a street race oriented car, I definitely prefer a manual because it gives you leverage. What more? It gives you more options. It makes it or something. What was the question?
Brian,
Sorry.
You like comments?
Brian Brinker sent you $5.
Well, thank you.
How many times you plan on doing the lives from there? I want to come out from St. Louis. Any good motels in the area?
Oh, Jesus.
We have lots of great
Trust me,
motels.
this is not worth coming out from
But
St.
it's not
Louis
worth
for.
coming from St. Louis.
I'd do something like that. I used to listen to you when I was watch you guys in Arizona, and I said, when I come out here, I'm gonna meet this guy. And then
Yeah, but you're here. You're not. You didn't
Yeah, I know.
come from Arizona.
I'm in Clarksville,
Clarksville.
which is an hour and a half.
Rotary engines, big fail, Robert says. Marine engines have more durability, Harley Hawk says. Marty says, Tony, we're a dying breed. Do you think your channel will resurrect some interest in hands-on again?
I don't think we're a dying breed at all.
No, I think it's a whole new.
Yeah.
It's all these channels, you and Lunar and
Well, you got.
all these people, and there's more. There's a guy in San Diego with a couple of 64 Fords. I've been watching him, and it's just, and he's a young guy. He's like 20 or 21 or something.
Yeah.
And they're all getting into this stuff.
Yeah. You got like the Thunderhead 289 and Junkyard Digs and.
Oh, okay, I know
There's a
that is.
bunch of kids.
Junkyard Digs. I'm watching that.
Yeah. There's a bunch of young guys that are no. It's not a matter of reviving hands-on. There's plenty of hands-on. It's just maybe it's not the kind of hands-on that you're accustomed to. But there's lots of people out there modifying shit. I think there's more people doing it now than ever before, to tell you the truth.
Well, look at the prices of the cars. They've gone up. That's because there's supply and demand. There's big demand and low supply. So there must be a lot of people out there.
Yes, Uncle Cal.
So Michael is asking, if he comes down, can you pay his gas?
What?
No, any other questions?
Hang on. Let's see. What do you have an opinion on the Rover V8 3.946 liter? Did I say that right?
You talk about the 215?
240.8 cubic inch?
I don't know the 240. I know the 250. The Oldsmobile, the 215. Those were great. It was
There's an Oldsmobile Buick.
yeah, the Oldsmobile. Yeah,
And one was the turbocharged, the other one wasn't.
that was the Oldsmobile.
Olds was
the Jetfire.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Motor.
My friend's got one in an airplane. It's a
I
lightweight
blew-
engine.
I blew one up in a Land Rover.
Planning to come from Montreal just to meet the UTG State of Mind. Really, Danielle? That's a trip.
Yeah, you're completely out of your fucking mind.
Although Lunar did it.
You know, just saying. I
Yeah,
mean,
just
nothing-
ask Lunar and John, and it wasn't a big deal. They were here. They probably regretted it.
I know I would regret it. I'm sure Buffalo regretted it on the way home.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Zach
I
says,
love that.
Tony is to go find a cheap A body. The muscle car hobby is alive. The cars are there. You just have to want it. I found my dart for $200 Canadian.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Corey says, what size carpet is suggested for a mile 318 with Offenhauser intake and headers?
I mean, ideally you want about 700 CFM. I mean, it's a toss-up. Any of the Hollies or the Edelbrocks in that 700-800 CFM range is perfect. Just as a rule of thumb, right? Double your cubic inch, and that's your starting point for a carburetor. So if you got a 300 inch engine, you start at a 600, and you're better off going shooting just a little bit higher than that.
Tony, you ever use Dr. Pepper for track bite or something weird like that?
No.
No.
No, we use VHT, you know, on stuff, but no, never Dr. Pepper.
A Great Coyote says middle class is priced out of used cars even. Can you talk about those lifter problems that Hemi and 3.5 Mopars are having?
I did a whole video on the, I can't speak on the 3.5s, but I did a whole video on the Hemi one. Go just go 2-3 videos ago.
John Wilburn is saying Robert Bray spent the whole weekend building a fence.
Nice,
Nice, Robert.
nice.
That's awesome. How close are you guys to Maple Motors? They're
Hendersonville,
Yeah.
about an hour from here.
a little less than that.
No, that's an hour.
Is it an hour? Let's see. Boat engines are like airplane engines, 7,000 RPM all day long. Baron says, Tony, I'm
Hi.
alive.
Baron, oh my God.
What's up, Baron?
How's your thick stripper girlfriend
I'm
doing?
here, guys. Awesome, Baron. Glad you're okay. Why is Dakota being mean? Why are we telling Dakota to be nice? What do you do? Baron says, gotta come there. Let's see, All Serious was out with the car yesterday. It's still working. It out. Wish you were there. Okay. Let's see. Gen 3 Hemi. Scotty Kilmer claims they're junk. Got me upset.
Oh,
That's what John Langfeld is saying.
okay.
He's upset.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I mean, they're not bad motors. They make excellent power, and as long as you don't let them loaf around, they won't have that oil starvation problem. But low speed idling, you're stuck in traffic, or you know, there's a lot of situations where you've got to, extended idle time. You know, even like waiting online at a drive-through is not something that you want to do with a late Hemi.
Are you attending the Mo party at Beach Bend in September?
I mean, you do realize, right? The Hemi's in a unique situation because it's more dangerous, it's more damaging to get online at Chick-fil-A with a Hemi than it is to take it to the drag strip. You're more likely to damage it at Chick-fil-A than you are at the track.
Baron says Uncle Crystal's gonna hook me up with a house. Awesome, Baron.
Oh, that's awesome. I love Uncle Crystal for that.
In Murfreesboro. Baron's moving to
Oh,
Murfreesboro.
shit. Oh, that's awesome, Baron. I can't wait for this.
Tony's playing. John Wilburn says that Bill Day was awesome. The DeFeos are super cool people on camera and off. Thank you, John. You guys were awesome to have. Let's see. Whoa, the quality is world's best. Sorry, Nicholas. Sorry, guys. Allergies going on here. What's Tony's opinion on the 66 Coronet 440 four-door? I'm a 20-year-old looking to get his first classic.
You could
That's
not.
perfect for you.
Yeah, you could not find a better car to start with. That's awesome. Go for it, man. Good luck with it.
Yeah, it's affordable and perfect. Let's see. Good night, Michael. Have a good night. Let's see. Mac Jones says, I'm building a muscle truck, 318, 392, 4x4 one time. My retirement toy, like I'll ever retire. Yeah.
Retirement is death. You know, you got to keep working.
No, Zero says, I heard Planet Clear today. Thought of you guys. Awesome.
I'm tired. I'm busier than I was when I was working.
There you go.
Corey says, highlight to the party was swimming, my kid.
So how do you like show business so far?
It's pretty easy.
Is
Nice
it
that
easy?
You gotta hold the camera. that's the hard job.
She makes it look easy.
Let's see. Hang on, I'm looking for, everybody's going crazy here for a second. Hang on. Kurt says, hey, Tony, good to see you again. Barrington, come decorate your house. No thanks. Michael says, I want to move next door to you, Tony and Kathy.
No, you don't. We're terrible neighbors.
Yeah. Angle Tony, I've seen online that a 354 Hemi heads will fit a 354 Poly. Is this true?
Yes, they will. They bolt directly on. The only difference is the pistons.
Oh, no.
Baron Spencer
Don't feel
there.
bad thing.
What?
The Hemi, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Incompatible.
Let's see. Connor says, hey Tony, how long is too long to have a motor sit with valves adjusted?
You know, it depends on what you're asking the thing to do. If it's a race motor, you're going to see a lot of high RPM, over 6,000 RPM. Big cam, stiff springs. I would say not very long at all. But you know, street strip type of thing, you know, 6,000 RPM like max. I've seen engines that have sat for 30 years, and you know, with the valve springs not, you know, and they run just fine. You know, it just depends. It all depends on what you intend to use and the quality of the parts that you're, you know.
FF wants to know what's the 64 rust-free Fury body worth.
64, not as much as you would think.
Yeah, people aren't really
64
buying them. They're not
Fury.
going after
Oh.
them.
It's a big body. Yeah,
It's a big body.
We had two of them for sale recently near us.
There's two of them for sale right now for like $1,800.
Yeah, and they can't move.
Really?
They can't move them. Yeah,
Where is this?
I keep seeing them on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Big Bear says Colleen said the rotary engine is an 04 RX-7.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, for that way, new. I haven't been in one since 1982, probably.
Potato cam, yes, Ed. We're gonna fix it for next week.
Yeah,
Don't
next
worry.
week we'll have all new technology.
All new?
Well, that make it sound impressive.
Okay.
We'll have something.
Let's see. My 273 Satellite makes 900 horsepower with a 2-barrel. How do I dumb it down so I can load it with groceries?
Uh,
Oh, I don't know.
that's a good question. I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I would think, you know, throw a pillow over the top of the carburetor.
Think that'll work?
It's a little cleaner.
Yeah, a little tiny, you know, put from a one boy, put an air cleaner on it.
Michael says, see, he hates me again. You don't hate Michael.
No, I don't hate anything. I love all of God's creatures, almost.
Good night, Michael. Say good night to Michael.
Good night, Michael.
How's the mosquitoes? Not out right now.
Oh, no
No
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes.
Oh, we should have said that.
Curtis says your show is like a World War I documentary.
It's
My
exactly
numbing
like
boredom with moments of terror.
that's my life. You just described my life.
Sony, you're gonna get waterlogged with all these underwater vids you're doing. Mm. Yeah, it's bad. Derek says, hey guys, love the channel. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
Max says, I really love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Your opinions on a 1988 Ford Mustang GT 56,000 convertible? Awesome channel. Thanks.
I grab it.
Emilio.
If it's priced reasonably, I grab it. Those things they're really going up in value.
Let's see. Love the Fury. Potato Cam. I know. These are okay, but not this. Okay, hang on. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Delaney.
Thank you.
As Parent says at Uncle Tony's garage, I'm gonna be your new neighbor.
All right, yeah, it's great, man.
No per because we are. You care? In case someone is new here, yeah. But any thoughts on Maple Motors?
Do you have any thoughts on Maple Motors?
What's that?
They want to know if you have any thoughts on Maple Motors.
Maple Motors.
He's in favor.
In favor of Maple Motors?
Yes.
What the hell? I'm lost on that.
No, just go along with it.
Okay.
Why do I keep getting put in timeout? I don't know, Dakota. What'd you do? What'd you do? Is Fubar asking you? Fubar is
Dakota's a bit like a gnat.
What'd you do? You must have done something, Dakota. Uncle Kathy, you do a fantastic job. Thank you, Kurt. Tony is very dark. I know. You're like really super dark in the camera because the lights are behind you. Technology is a strange mistress. Let's see. And they are all 10 minutes long. What? Why did I get out of timeout? I don't know, Dakota. Somebody let you out of timeout. Dakota wants to is asking Fubar, why did he get in timeout? Scotty hates
Don't
everything.
question Fubar.
You know questioning Fubar. No. Scotty Comer likes toy. Okay, Scotty hates everything except Toyotas.
Well, you like the radio.
For fun, look at all of Scotty's videos and count how many times someone has changed the game. Well, I think everyone has catchphrase like that. What's yours, Tony?
Bane,
Not for nothing.
not for nothing, yeah.
Not for nothing. And what's the other one? Oh, come on, guys. What does Tony say all the time? I know that there's something he says all the time, and I laugh every time he does it. I can't think of it.
You know.
You know?
I
No.
say you know a lot.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
No, it's something else. See you tomorrow. Yeah. What was the chase vehicle last night? That was
Chase vehicle.
yeah. He's talking about Lamb Chop's truck.
Oh, I know. It was Lamb Chop, Jimmy.
See you tomorrow. At any rate, that's it.
At
At
any
any rate. We need a T-shirt that says "At any rate." Par for the course. Yeah. See you tomorrow. At any rate.
I need to expand my range of catchphrases.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. I'm gonna stop maybe doing something like that.
Yeah, no, you don't know how to speak Latin.
He's summoning demons on his
No.
channel.
Buff, do you know anything about Argo 6x6 amphibious AGVs?
No. That's easy.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you didn't ask me, but that's okay.
It was a question for Buff. It's not all about you, Tony.
What do you mean?
It's not all about you.
At any rate.
At any
At any
rate.
rate.
Checking the mail.
Excellent.
Have any of you been to the Woodward Dream Cruise?
I have not.
What's the matter, Dakota? He needs an answer from somebody. What? What happened, Dakota?
Oh, he is like a fucking gnat.
Okay,
How much you love all creatures?
John is explaining to Dakota what happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, we all like you, Dakota. It's just sometimes, I guess, if you post too much, it gets jammed up in the stream. Because it's hard enough for me to read, like, the regular comments that are coming
I
through.
picture him sitting in a dark room, right?
Dakota?
Yeah, not saying anything to anybody
Just typing Tang?
until we come in. We come on. And then he takes all of his questions and all of his statements that he saves up over the day and
Yeah.
just throws them out here.
You think so?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that what you do, Dakota? Let's see. Wait, I have to like him also, Zero says. There's no problem. There's no problem. There's no problems at UTG. Everybody loves each other. Let's see. Roll up your windows. Tony, you look excited.
I'm thrilled.
You did that video. The world will never be the same. Roll up your windows.
It was like an obscure video, like out of nowhere, and people have not forgotten it.
More of Tony's
I watched
underwater videos. Still interesting. Fubar, you should have quashed our riots. You could have done it. You could have done it.
I may bring peace soon.
Soon?
Yeah.
Okay. Dave says, hey, UTG, what do you think the Lunar Garage 318 doesn't hold oil PSI?
We went through that already. There's an issue with lifter height versus the push rods that were in there.
Okay. Glue Factory? What is your dream car?
They don't really have one.
When someone asks, how are you doing? Me, hanging in there. Vintage Moop Barn Nut. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing all right.
You doing good?
doing
How you
alright.
doing, Buff?
I'm doing fine.
You doing fine? All right.
All is well.
Okay. I need to take a drink for a minute, so you're going to have to hold the phone. You're going to have to read your own...
Oh, here, Buff.
There we go again. I'm kind of shaky, you know.
It is Uncle Tony's garage. I'm Uncle Tony. I keep telling you that.
You keep telling me you're Uncle Tony.
Oh, here we go.
I'm ready for my
That's
close
what's
up.
up. Start Pontiac.
You should go to
The floor.
the production
In my
headquarters.
production chair, huh? It's not a
Production headquarters.
camera everywhere except on where it's supposed to be. This is a tough thing to do. Did your friend Paige ever find a car or get a duster?
No, she got a Nova. She has a '68 Nova.
Oh God, look at that. Okay, let's see here. Where are we? Sasquatch is on the move. What the heck? Scroll down, scroll down. The clips that hold my back window chrome rusted out, and I glue in new ones, or do I pull the back window and get a new seal? This is Northern Grid.
You should probably pull the back window. I've seen people try to glue those things in place. I've tried to glue them in place. It doesn't last. Just pull it, bite the bullet, pull the back window. Baby, what are you sitting over there for? Come over here.
I used Uncle Tony's wisdom at work.
Okay.
Used Uncle Tony's wisdom at work. I
Nice.
quoted him when he said, "Luck is when preparation meets opportunity." Yep.
And that's exactly accurate.
I just tuned in. Where are y'all at tonight? That's 67 2E Galaxy.
We're sitting right now off of exit 80 on I-24 at the racetrack gas station, and this is where we'll be every Sunday night until somebody throws us out.
Slam Chop running the rails tomorrow night?
I don't know. Lamb Chop's taking another medication, He's supposed to get a dose tomorrow. I don't know if it affects him right away, so he may or may not. I don't know.
Let's see. You had an appearance in Uncle Nick's garage video recently, correct?
Yes.
Potato Cam. I thought it was underwater. Yeah, I know about this. You're the best channel on YouTube.
We know.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, standard LA lifters, oil hollow push rods, Magnum style.
Standard LA lifters do not. The ones that all of the cam grinders are using right now are AMC style, and they're intended to oil through the push rods. The problem that we had with Lunar's motor is that the push rods were a little too short to work with those lifters. So what you had inside was each lifter represented a bit of an oil leak. So you had 16 individual oil leaks inside the engine. A longer push rod would seal that up and give us the oil pressure that we needed.
Okay. Scrolling here.
Can I get you pizza?
Tony, what was your nightmare car?
It was my nightmare car. I had a couple of them. One was a Mazda Millennium. One of them, what did they call that? I forgot what they called the motor that was in there. It was like brand new. There were problems with that. But was that? No. Oh, not that I owned.
No, customers
Cars, yeah. But I've had several that the one that got me out of the repair business altogether was a Ford Explorer, a 4.0, and it was like the 6th time I had to do a timing change job on one of those things, and that was it. I lost the will to fucking work on cars at that point, and then I got into the parts business.
Well, if you teaching the younger generation has its challenges. Does Lightning McQueen have car insurance or life insurance? Who is that? Let's see here. When a lifter is valve floated, does it affect the cam?
Well, I mean, the valve float only lasts for, it only lasts for an instant or so. So generally, no. I mean, it's about floating the valves, where you bring the motor up to a high RPM, an RPM beyond what the valve spring can handle. If that's what you mean by floating the valves, no, that generally won't hurt lifters.
6 times should have been able to do it blindfolded. You're going to do one blindfolded, right?
I was able to do it blindfolded. I hated doing it. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. It doesn't matter how good you are at doing it. It's just a miserable suck job, no matter how you look at it. Actually, the more often you do something like that, the more you hate it, even though you know what to expect.
Emilio, Tony, can you name some other YouTube auto channels you like?
I like a lot of them. Richard Holdner's channel is awesome. Sloppy Mechanics is awesome. Regular car reviews, like one of my all-time favorites.
Russian guy.
Zip ties and bias plies. What's that, man?
Who's the Russian guy?
Oh, Garage 54, the Russian guy.
Oh,
I
God.
love that.
That guy's great.
Right?
Oh, my God.
There are so many great YouTube automotive channels. I wish I had time to watch more of them.
Got a Pontiac 400 making it a 465 stroker. Should I keep the carb or go EFI?
I would keep the carb. I've done several videos on EFI conversions and my feelings about them. You could go back and search.
Kathy ran away from home.
I did run away for a minute.
Should I put the camera on you? I don't know if you can see over there. She's still here.
I'm here.
She's hiding.
Hiding for a minute. Sometimes I have to stop talking.
Junkyard Digs.
Junkyard Digs is a good one.
My 455 Pontiac with Ram Air Fork cam runs great with Holly 800 carb. Garage 54 is a hoot.
Oh, those guys are great.
Vladimir. Yeah, he's crazy.
You know the thing that I picked up from watching that channel is that the Russians are more American than Americans are anymore. You know?
Oh, and that all changed. I was there when all that changed. Man.
How do you mean?
I was there right after the breakup of the Soviet Union,
Okay.
and it's still kind of like the Soviet Union. 50% unemployment is horrible. And now I look at like him, a guy that now uses imagination and does stuff like that, which nobody did before. It's a nation of followers, and now it's a nation of guys like him.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's. I watch him and I watch the guys that work for him, right? You watch those videos and you see the way they attack things, right? And they remind me very much of the way we were back, let's say in the 60s, 70s, the 80s. You know, it's like the Russians have become more Americans than Americans. Yeah, they have enthusiasm, they have creativity, and they have drive. They'll get in there and actually, you know, they'll build it. You know, we talk about building it, and no, they actually get in there and build it.
Vice Grip Garage.
Yeah, Vice Grip. Eric is a good guy.
Old Crony's Garage. My back is killing me.
That's two of us, brother man.
Are you? How long have we been on here? Hour 37.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up soon.
Have a 455 for my Trans Am. 6 by heads, Performer, RPM, intake, Lunati, 703 cam, Hedman headers. My car is still all torn apart.
Well, get out there and get it together, man.
Enthusiasm.
This is yet turning rust. Man, you get in the east and everything does turn to rust. You're out there in Arizona, and you find cars with no paint on them, but there's no rust. Have you ever experimented with E85?
I have not, no.
I'll take over whenever you're ready, Bob.
Here, I'm ready for that. That's what I wanted. And this is scrolled
Okay.
way past where,
It's hard to talk nonstop.
Oh. Well, and pick out the question,
Yeah.
Sometimes I get into one of the, what I say.
Does anyone know what was the smallest car to fit the monstrous 426 Hemi?
The 68 Dart.
That actually came from the factory.
Yeah.
Is this thing being filmed in front of a 7-Eleven or a Circle K?
It's being filmed in front of a racetrack.
Racetrack. Gas station. I thought you were going to sleep, Michael Fulbrook. He says, no, they will build things, not buy them.
I don't have so many parts in my shop. I got a lot of steel and tubing.
Tony, thanks for all the Auto Channel recommendations. Make sure you check out Project Farm Channel.
I have seen Project Farm, yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's one I watched.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good automotive channels out there. Off the top of my head, it's hard for me to name them, but if I'm sitting there, scrolling, I know the ones that I stop at pretty continuously. Haggerty's, I think Haggerty, the whole Donut Media thing is good. And Cletus, I mean, how could you not like Cletus?
Robert Galvin is saying, what about Nick's Garage?
Hey, Nick's Garage.
You didn't mention it. There's a lot of channels.
There's a lot of channels.
Guys, I like the ones that make stuff out of stuff that I can afford.
Right.
The guys that make stuff out of everything they get from sponsors that's $1 million cars. I don't want them so much.
I think the whole Power Nation.
Power Nation. Every once in a while I'll look at it and then it's like, yeah. It's like everything's high dollar.
But the music is so good.
Oh, is it? I didn't even...
They play the same knockoff of Guns N' Roses.
Do you want to
songs.
put music on our channel?
What's that?
You want to put music on our channel?
Oh yeah, we need music.
You think so?
definitely. Yeah.
We got to do one
You
video
know what's
like
good
that.
about your channel?
What's that?
There's no music.
Yeah.
You're talking. And you hear cars, maybe.
Delaney, what's up?
Like when you took Bottle Rocket for a ride. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we should.
That was some good sound.
We should have brought it out here today.
Is it called the Caravan because Cary Grant once owned it?
No, that's what it's
No, that's what
actually
it
called.
is.
It's called a carry van.
Carry van with a
K-R-Y
K.
van.
It
I've
carries
always wanted
things.
What's that?
I've always wanted one of these.
I love this. This is my favorite vehicle out of
Yeah, it's
everything we
just
own.
a Dodge van up front and all this room.
Box truck.
It's just a little box. Out of everything that we own, all of our cars, this is my favorite.
I was looking for one of these and I ended up getting a Ford Extendo Ford van.
It's hard to find them.
Yeah,
Like
they're
I've
fun.
looked, and they're tough to
This is the
find.
most versatile thing I have ever owned. You know, after you've had this, a pickup truck, forget it. You know, regular van, forget it. This thing is perfect.
You can put stuff in here in the rain and the wind and everything. It doesn't blow away.
Yep.
Tom Wilburn says, "I'm glad UTG doesn't have music. We have to do one video where we just do everything over the top. We do narration. All right.
Yeah.
And we'll make a movie.
I do want to make a movie. I definitely want to make a movie.
Michael wants to stay in the box truck when he comes down. You can live with Barron.
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
at
Why don't you
Barron's
go
house.
to California, meet Barron. He'll let you borrow his hot, thick stripper girlfriend.
See the guy with Monte Carlo?
I don't know. I don't even know about. It's all a bluff. It's all a bluff.
Dakota says he couldn't watch Graveyard Cars because of the music. Is the cam/lifter lubrication issue you described on the new Hemi only an issue on the Hemi, or does it affect other modern Chrysler engines?
No, as far as I know, it's only the Hemi. I have not looked at any of the other engines, and I wasn't looking for that problem. I'm building one of those engines for a car to bring into the Mo party in September, and I figured, well, let me learn this engine, and I kept seeing references over and over again to wiped out cams. So I was like, what's going on here? So I studied the thing for a little while, and I did the video based on what I found.
Mopar Den says suddenly there's going to be a run on box van purchases. Mopar Den, you know where I found them all when I was looking? They're all in Canada for some reason. There's very few here in the States, but I saw a few in Canada.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? If you've never owned a box truck, you don't know what you're missing. Like, it's like it is the ultimate vehicle. It's a camper, it's a truck,
We'll never use it as a camper. Tony likes to pretend that he'll stop on the way to someplace.
No, but the point is, let's just say right now, okay? We had a bunch of people, it was gonna be a little bigger than what we got right now. We got our table, we got our tent, we got everything.
Yeah, but we don't use those things.
We haven't had the occasion to, but they're here.
We did have the occasion.
Here, Andy.
Bullnose Garage says movie title: The Moto Mofo coming through a screen door near you. Love you, Uncle Tony. Michael wants to be in the movie.
Stand up. My van is a hunchback van.
No, that's a.
I
full,
wish I had one.
That's a full 6'1".
It is a
I think
full.
it is.
Yep. It's a big, small truck.
Yeah.
I had a Chevy box van with the 6.0 motor. I was doing 100 miles per hour and slammed it into second gear and spun the tires.
Which way did they spin?
I don't know. Do you think Chrysler should have just revised the LA/Magnum rather than designing the Hemi?
Yes. Yes. I think that they should have put a polysphere head back on the LA motor. And I think that they would have,
Amelia wants to know, can you please name 2 or 3 good brand struts or strut assemblies, not Monroe?
No, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't. I've been out of the business of cars that use struts for so long. I'm out of touch with it.
Can you please name 2 or 3 good? Oh yeah, I did that already. So the tire blows out on the tow truck, and that causes the ignition to fail.
That's what
Clearly
happened.
built by the Dodgy Brothers Inc. Fumoko says that.
It's what happened. I mean,
Shook the shit out of it.
it shook the shit out of it.
We call them, no, that's not that. No. Maximum Motorsports has good ones also. Okay. He's answering his questions. Colleen Tebow sent you $10 just because I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Colleen. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Colleen.
Thank you very much.
Uncle Tony, can you drive past Indiana and jump out the window?
Anytime I drive through Indiana, I'm always out the window.
Let's see. Sean P wants to know which oil for third gen Hemi, Dyna or full synthetic?
I could not give you an answer. I could not give you an answer on that.
Good evening, Steven. What's up? Let's see. Makes the best shocks and struts. Okay. It's called Murphy's Law and it sucks. Yep.
Well, we got hit with it hard last night.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We got lucky because we weren't so far from the house.
Yeah.
Which is good. It didn't happen in the dark. We couldn't pull over on a back road.
It didn't happen on the way home.
Right. It didn't happen on the way home. Yeah. So I'm not complaining about it at all.
Right. We got lucky in our unluckiness.
Exactly. What do you think a set of left-handed lug studs and nuts would be worth?
I pushed on by them.
Movie title, Threat Level Midnight. That sounds dangerous.
That does. Wow.
That needs music.
It does need music.
Intense music.
Right, we really need to work on the movie. You want to
I
be in
know.
the movie? All right, you write it.
I'll write it.
Okay, you write the movie.
I work with somebody that writes movies.
Yeah, well, do it. Do it. We're going to make a movie.
She writes in Mongolian, translates it to Russian, then I help her translate it into English.
Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Did you ever see the episode of News Radio? Jimmy John, where he does he writes an autobiography, and they have it printed, they have it translated into Japanese, and then
There was
they have
Chinese.
it translated back into English. And
Oh,
he's
that's all
supposed to do
messed
it,
up.
and it's the most hysterical thing I've ever seen. It's called Super Karate Monkey Death Car. You guys ever?
My wife and I used to do translations into Russian, out of Russian.
Cool.
It's some funny stuff.
Super
There was-
Karate Monkey Death Car.
There was a guy who wrote it was his first letter to a girl he wanted to meet in Russia, and he wrote in there, "I'd like to introduce myself." Only he did it with a machine translator. It was meant for like a machine shop or
Right.
something. Instead of saying in Russian, what it says is instead of "I'd like to introduce myself," it says "I'd like to insert myself."
Oh.
There you go.
That's the first line in the first
Oh.
letter, and he sent it before we got a chance to look at it.
That sucks.
I bet you got a date.
Tony, have you ever heard of Ray Barton?
I know Ray Barton. Ray Barton used to like put his reject Hemis aside for me. He'd make a pile of them, and I would go out there and take through them, and then we'd run them on nitro.
Man,
Uh,
there's so much junk.
John Langeveld wants to know what brand of spark plugs do you use? Both guys, he's asking.
I'm an Autolite believer.
Autolights?
Yes, I
What
love
about you, Buff?
Autolites are always my first choice.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What's the difference between Autolite and Motorcraft? They were like the same looking box and the same looking plugs and everything. Back when I was doing all my
Autolite,
Fords.
Motorcraft bought Autolite. Autolite's like an ancient,
Okay.
right, manufacturer, and Motorcraft bought Autolite. But Autolite and Motorcraft spark plugs were different.
Okay.
So people associate Autolites with Fords, but they're actually, they go back to,
So now they're Autolites.
what do you mean? There's Motorcraft and there's Autolites, two different.
It's two different things.
Mopazan says, remember the plot that Kathy's garden grows a secret engine additive that makes cars go really fast. Fine. Super Karate Monkey Death Car, funniest damn thing I ever saw on TV. Yep.
Right?
We were dying when we first saw that. We were dying. Uncle Kathy, you need to scream action for the movie, like you did in the UTG blooper video. How it all began. I did that in How It All Began.
Action!
Action!
stop talking.
No, that's the artsy video
Oh, right.
that we
Right.
did. Our 101st video extravaganza.
But yeah, we're gonna work
Which
on a movie.
nobody like even watches it.
I know, right? That's like our best work.
I
And
love
like,
doing stuff like that, but nobody watches
Oh,
them.
we get more views.
Is this one of the way back or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did about a year ago.
yeah.
It was the 101st video spectacular.
Everybody go watch that video right now.
Yeah, it was called. It
Oh,
was,
now you get a bunch of.
right? Was that the 101st video? 100
101st video spectacular or extravaganza.
extravaganza, whatever it was.
One of those.
Yeah,
It was a good video.
that was my favorite.
It was fun to make.
That was my favorite video. The dog.
Oh
The
yeah.
ceramic dog.
All right, don't ruin it for them because they're all gonna go watch it right now. Let's see. Love the art video, Benjamin C says.
Which
Thank
one?
you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Tony, my grandmother worked an Autolite making spark plugs during World War II.
Nice.
Nice, Rudy. John Wilburn liked the Cold Star extravaganza.
That was another good one. People always the Honda, the lawnmower. They always mention the lawnmower.
Right. Do you recommend installing a MAF on an 88 Ford Mustang GT or leave as is?
Leave the map. I would leave it as map. Map is fine.
Dakota wants to know what was the name of the movie Tony was talking about. You were talking about a TV show.
Oh, it was a TV show called News Radio that was on like in the 80s, I think it was.
Yeah.
And the episode is Super Karate Monkey Death Car.
The drama, the depth, the worn out shock. Can I narrate the video?
Yeah.
Because I can do good voiceover. Uncle Tony, which one do you like better, cannolis or tiramisu?
Cannolis.
Harley Hawk says, I miss when Tony threw stuff like carbs and distributors like the old videos.
I threw a distributor last night. You missed
Yeah.
that live.
Harry says, Tilco makes my rectum ache.
Nice.
Who makes the best shocks and struts?
Schmoley Brothers.
Schmoley Brothers.
Schmoley Brothers. From Louisiana. Or Louisville. Something with a Lou in it.
Leroy says, News Radio was the show that Joe Rogan got his start on.
That's right, yeah. I forgot about that.
I liked the video when Uncle Tony didn't eat for a few hours.
I don't remember that one.
Which one are you talking about, Anthony? Dakota, can you all repeat the name of the movie? My iPad keeps pausing every time you say something that kind of sounds like Siri. It's not a movie. It's News Radio. News Radio. Yeah, it had Phil Hartman in it, right? Just Google News Radio. It'll come up. The video will come up.
The other one that made me fall out was on Green Acres.
Green Acres is a
When
great show.
Lisa's making the spaghettis, and I think it's Ed accidentally knocks over the pot, and it
Falls
crawls
out
out.
the door.
I fell out.
That's kebabs. Did you almost hit Uncle Kathy with the 273 Dart hood prop? Probably.
Yeah, I did.
Probably.
I almost crashed bottle rocket into the back of the truck yesterday afternoon.
Tony wouldn't eat pizza during the live build. He got hilariously cranky toward the end, but got really focused.
You poured a set of heads in about 4 hours. Oh, there's just steel flying.
How much is gas here, Tony? $1.77, right?
$1.75, I think, something like that.
77.
77.
$77 for regular.
I hope you guys are staying safe. Love your content. It makes me want to buy a classic. Go for it,
Go
big
for
loser.
it. But us staying safe,
No, we're
You don't
safe.
you don't know me, do you?
We're fine. We're good. Tony thinks he's Terminator and pumps the shotgun with one arm.
I really want to do a movie.
We don't have time to do a movie.
You have to tell me what you want. And
Surprise me.
I'll get her involved.
Surprise me. Surprise
So
me.
you're gonna appear live in the movie.
We're gonna make a movie. Yes.
Okay, I mean,
Oh my goodness. We're gonna make a movie.
We're gonna make a movie.
All right, we have to get everybody to contribute parts to the movie. That's what we need. And then we have to sit and put it all
All of
together.
our mods. I want Ari and John and Fubar,
Yeah.
and of course, Zero's got to get in there too.
Mhm.
How is he even not a mod?
I don't know. I don't think he wants to be a mod.
Oh, okay.
I put who asked me to be a mod.
Yeah, I want all of our regulars to contribute to this movie.
Haunted Manor Garage. Hey, Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony doesn't drink. Independent films are the best. Let's see. Uncle Tony Zombie Hunter. That's right, Zero says. John Wilburn says he's in. Hasta la vista, Anthony. I'll be back from Caulifloweria.
Here's what we'll do. Let's do this, right?
What?
Let's start a Facebook. Here's how we do this.
Yeah.
Let's start a Facebook group.
Not all these people are on Facebook.
I can't get on Facebook.
I cannot stand
You
Facebook.
don't have
Like,
to.
I have not been on
geez.
there. I look at it and I'm like horrified.
It's a way that we can all, if we make a private group on Facebook, it's a way that we just call it the UTG movie,
And
right?
people can contribute to
And
it.
then we could write the script to the movie. Everybody contributes in it in this group, and then we'll film it.
Zero says we almost filmed my dart today. What do you mean almost? You can do it. Let's see. Call it Run Through the Jungle. Butter Rocket. We'll deal with the lawsuit later. You know, I'm not going to run a Facebook group. I have too much. You're going to run a Facebook
Buffy's
group?
gonna run it.
Buffy's going to
I
run
can't
it?
get on Facebook.
Why not?
They've cut me off, and I'm trying to. I've sent them.
What did you do to get banned from Facebook, man?
Actually, I shut it down myself, and then I tried to get back in, and they've asked for IDs and.
Oh,
It's this big hairball that I can't get through, and they won't reinstate my account. So
really?
I'm struggling with it. It's current struggle going on right now.
Just make a new account.
Yeah, it's making it down.
Well, I tried that,
Okay.
and they said no.
No.
I used my real name, and they said no, you have to use your real name, because they didn't believe that was my real name. So then I started the thing with the IDs and have your friends. It's a big mess. It's just a big mess. And now I got an email from them last night that said they cleared it all up. Well, I tried to get in today. Same thing. Got to
Crazy.
send more IDs. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get it figured out.
Tony, who makes the best hydraulic release bearing?
Schmoley Brothers. St. Louis or Louisville. It's
Something with a Louis.
something with a Louis.
Hey,
Yeah, Schmoley
Yes,
Brothers.
sir.
I learned something tonight.
he needs to know.
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, Tony doesn't know, Terry. I'm sorry. Oprah then says you made threats, Buff.
I made threats.
Did you make threats on Facebook?
No. I
Okay.
shut it. No, my kids were using Facebook, and I want to know what they're doing. And then when
Right.
they become adults, I turned it off. But now I'm retired, and I want it.
Right.
I can't seem to get it back. Some kind of.
Realistic and Fast and the Furious is an oxymoron.
What about Zero? Zero, you wanna head up the is Zero on Facebook?
I don't know. Not everyone is on Facebook. I go on it. I only have an account because I have to run the UTG page. Otherwise, I would be off of it.
Yeah, I want these guys to write the script and we'll film
So we all
Good night,
contribute.
672 East
And
Galaxy.
you,
whatever you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
come up with. Whatever you guys come up with, we'll do.
Have Mel Brooks direct the movie.
Well, we need
Right.
somebody to like. We need somebody to like actually take charge of it. You know, it's like to organize.
Yeah, I can't handle another thing.
Can't- yeah, we're maxed out.
I'm barely handling what I got.
So if we, oh man, my spider bites on my back. So yeah, we need like if any one of our regulars wants to take control of
Ed
this,
says no Facebook. It's the devil.
it's just a group. It's just a private group so that we can get together and do this.
Honda Matic Garage says they're on. Can I help? Zero says, yeah, brother. No, I don't because it's lame. My roommate made me one to prove I was alive. You know, it is to prove that you're a real person.
But you don't
right?
have to actually go on Facebook. It's just a private group so that we can write this movie.
Facebook is toxic. Good night. Well, there's no groups on YouTube, so.
Yeah, there's no groups on YouTube.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd tell us to do it on YouTube.
What's the best street sign to patch a floor pan with?
Generally, stop sign gives you the most surface area. You know, it's the most workable shape.
Mama said Facebook the devil. See, we noticed when we started doing YouTube that Facebook people and YouTube people are
Two different
completely
things.
different.
Yeah.
Two different groups of people.
You know I want to get on Facebook? Because Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I want to get on Facebook.
Yeah, that's the only
That's
reason.
why I
Yeah,
wanted to
because
do
Craigslist is gone,
I don't know
done.
what happened there.
Did you see Scotty gave you some good compliments on your
Yes,
Hemi?
we saw
Yeah.
that.
Tang, the motor car vitamin. Josh says, I've already got ideas in my